I've been fighting with myself way too long. Need to quit it like it's Quidditch with the golden balls. And none of my best friends don't care at all. And I'ma watch them fall like the violent wall. And I say what I say.
Hey, what's up, guys? Holy shit. Brock Lesnar's back, man. He's back. And he looks fucking badass with that ponytail and that fucking beard, man. I'm loving Viking Lesnar. Loving it. I'm so glad he's back. I'm ecstatic that he's back. And Becky Lynch is back. Bianca Belair got screwed. And Bianca Belair looks like a clown. We'll talk about that when we get there. SummerSlam, in my opinion, was way too long. 4 hours, 4+ hours. That's a little bit too much. It makes zero sense. I feel like this thing should have ended about 11:30. Because we didn't need a whole bunch of stuff that we got last night. We didn't. We didn't need the lame-ass, boring Miz and Morrison bullshit. We didn't need that at all. We didn't need any of that. So, this show was a mixed show, in my opinion. It was a mixed bag of reactions. It was a mixed bag of literally everything. It was a mix of okay and a mix of like, what the fuck? That's what I got out of it. It wasn't the worst SummerSlam of the year, and it wasn't a good SummerSlam. It was, at best, I would say, okay or decent. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And comment down below. We got a lot to go over. We got a lot to unpack. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get started, shall we? So, first match of the night to kick things off. RK Bro, Randy Orton and Matt Riddle versus AJ Styles and Almas for the Raw Tag Team Championships. It was short and sweet. I think it lasted about maybe 8 to 10 minutes. Orton hits an RKO on Styles for the win. The crowd popped really hard for Orton and Riddle. Matt Riddle, my bad. And I gave that a 3 out of 5, so it was a pretty good opener. And their backstage interview was pretty cool. I like that. Next, we had Eva Marie versus Alexa Bliss. I didn't even watch the match at all. I didn't. I knew that Alexa would win. She did. She wins via the DDT. And I am so over this lame bullshit. I really wish that WWE would write Alexa off television and come up with a brand new character instead of killing someone that isn't even there anymore and giving her that person's gimmick. It makes zero sense. It's ridiculous. I gave that a 1 out of 5. I'm tired of it. Damien Priest versus Sheamus was up next for the United States Championship. This was a really good banger right here. This was a really good, solid back and forth banger. Priest looked good here, as well as Sheamus. Priest wins via the Reckoning. I gave that a 3 out of 5. And expect the rematch at Extreme Rules coming up next month. Next, we had a rematch that we've seen 10,003 times. That being the Usos versus the Mysterios for the Smackdown Tag Team Championships. This was a pretty decent match. Nothing real special here. Because we've seen this match in 59 different ways. The Usos win via a big splash. I gave that a 3 out of 5. I'm actually going to change that on the fly. I'm giving that a 2 out of 5. We've seen it way too many times. Enough's enough. Actually, no. I'm not going to give it a 2 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 1 out of 5. We've seen it too many times. It's ridiculous. Next, we were supposed to get Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks. We never got that. So, Bianca goes to the ring. She hits the ring. And we all thought it was going to be Sasha. And no one knows why Sasha didn't show up. What I think may have happened was she may have gotten C19. Possibly. I don't know. But that could very well play into a factor. I don't know. Then out came Carmella. And I was dumbfounded. I was legitimately dumbfounded. Like, Bianca was like, what the fuck? Like, y'all are doing me wrong like this? And out comes Becky Lynch. She gets a massive pop. She beats down Carmella. Punches her. Throws her over the top rope. Throws her into the steel steps. Gets on the mic. Says, let's go. Lynch versus Belair. Let's get it. The two shake hands. 6 seconds later, we got a new SmackDown Women's Champion in Becky Lynch. And I'm like, what the fuck? We didn't even get a decent match from these two. And I know Bianca is more than likely pissed. I guarantee you she's irate. Because if I was her, I would be. I had no choice but to give that a 1 out of 5. That was ridiculous. Bianca was done so wrong here in this situation. And it didn't need to happen. It did not need to happen. It makes zero sense. Because where does Sasha belong in all of this now that Becky's back? Where does she belong? What's Bianca going to do? Is this going to be a triple threat with Becky, Sasha, and Bianca? Where is this leading to? Why did this have to happen? Why? I don't get it. I don't understand it. I truly don't, guys. It pisses me off. And Bianca was only champion for 4.5 months. That's not a long time to be champion. It's ridiculous. $130-something days as champion, that's nothing. That's just like you're just getting started. I feel bad for her. I really do. I feel really bad for her. Moving on. Jinder Mahal versus Drew McIntyre. Who gives a shit? McIntyre wins via the Claymore. I gave that a 2 out of 5. Next, we had Nikki Ash Clown, Nikki Fool versus Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair for the Raw Women's Championship. Charlotte wins via the figure 8. She taps out Nikki. I gave that a 1 out of 5. Who cares? Moving on. Next, we got a banger of a match. A very good, solid fucking banger. Edge versus Seth Rollins. Very good match, man. Loved it. Loved it. Love the storytelling from both men. In the end, Edge wins via a crossface sleeper. I get that 4 out of 5. It was beautifully done. Next, we had Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg for the WWE Championship. Lashley wins via referee stoppage because Goldberg couldn't compete. This was about a 7-minute match. Post-match, Lashley destroys Goldberg. He also gets in the Hurt Lock on Gage Goldberg. And from the looks of this, Goldberg just needs to go ahead and retire. I don't even understand it at this point. I don't even want to see these two in the ring ever again. I originally had that as a 3 out of 5. I'm giving that a 2 out of 5. I'm sick of it. Truly, I'm sick of it. The main event: John Cena versus Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. This was an absolute banger. I did like the match, but we saw way too many roll-ups, and at times the match was kind of one-sided. Then momentum switched back to Cena. So we had a bunch of false finishes. In the end, Reigns hits not one but two devastating Superman punches, and he hits Cena with a spear, a devastating spear for the 1, 2, 3. Then out comes Lesnar. He returns. He gets a massive pop. And he stares down Reigns and Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman was scared shitless. I had to give the match itself a 2 out of 5. It's just, I despise roll-ups. They're way too overdone. And it really is a pet peeve of mine now. We see these far too often. But the match was a banger. But when all said and done, I gave it a 2 out of 5. Overall, the pay-per-view was okay. We didn't need the Miz and Morrison comedy. We didn't need that. Also, Xavier Woods as well. We didn't need that shit. You could have had that garbage for Monday Night Raw. We really did not need to see Gable Stevenson and Tasha from the Olympics. We didn't need to see them. I mean, I'm glad that they came out, but that was, that was something that we could have done without. That's something that we could have done on, like, maybe the pre-show or at the start of Mania. I mean, my bad. Psych. At the start of SummerSlam. My bad. I didn't mean to even, call it that. But, yeah. So, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button. Comment down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Be on the lookout for my NXT review of NXT TakeOver 36. That'll be up tomorrow. I hope that TakeOver will go off the air, I would assume, by 10 p.m. I would assume. I'm expecting between 10 and 10:05. So I wouldn't be shocked if it goes off the air by 10:05. So on that note, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button. I'll see you guys later. Peace.